Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Streaming Without a Paddle. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted.
All right, Ted, today we took on Netflix's original, Your Place or Mine. It's 1 hour and 51 minutes, stars Reese Witherspoon, Ashton Kutcher, Jess Williams, and it's got Steve Zahn, Zoe Chao, Tig Notaro, and Wesley Kimmel in it.
And Jesse Williams. Did you say Jesse Williams?
I did. Okay. I did say Jesse. I put Jesse Williams up there at the third spot because he has a real prominent role in this movie.
He does.
Show. I loved him. He was great.
Yeah.
I mean, he to me, from a character standpoint, he was the best part of it.
You thought Jesse Williams was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I
like the weird little kid.
Wesley Kimmel. Yeah, and he's not related to Jimmy Kimmel. I had to look that up. I was like, oh my God, Jimmy Kimmel's got a kid who's acting, and no, he's not.
I did an episode of Grey's Anatomy with Jesse Williams. Had a scene with him. Nice guy. Really nice guy.
Okay, I liked him. He looked like somebody else, and I just couldn't put my finger on the other actor that he reminded me of, but it didn't matter because I could be thinking that I saw him in something else. And he got my attention there, and, here he is here.
He's great. I thought everybody was great in this. This is a very entertaining paint-by-numbers movie. Yeah,
it's a rom-com, and in a nutshell, it is a story about two college kids, Reese Witherspoon, Ashton Kutcher, that hook up. I'll let you Google if you don't know what hook up means. After a game of poker while in college, and they remained friends forever, and best friends, not just friends, but best friends. And it's a friendship that I guess you can surmise has ruined every relationship that they've ever had since, because they're such good friends.
Yeah. That's it.
And then I'm not going to tell you how it goes at the end because there's always a climax.
I don't want to ruin it for you.
I know, because I think you should watch it. I mean, if you like rom-coms, it was cute.
You got two hardcore home run hitters in this one for rom-coms. Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher are home run hitters when it comes to that. And it's fun to see. I feel like we haven't seen Ashton Kutcher in a lot because he's independently rich and invested in a bunch of tech stuff and he just does stuff when he wants to. But welcome back to the game, Ashton.
Yeah.
You're awesome. And she's always awesome. Usually.
I've always liked Reese Witherspoon. She never, what was the HBO series that she was in with Nicole Kidman and Pretty Women or Young Women or something?
Pretty Little Liars?
Pretty Little, yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either, but I just, I like her. She's like Kimberly William Paisley to me, as we just reviewed Doggone. She doesn't ruin it for me, but she doesn't make something happen for me. And Ashton's the same way. I'll be honest. I'm watching this movie, and at one point I found myself asking myself, who could I replace those two characters with different actors? Who would go in there? And here's the funny thing. I kind of went back to Friends with Benefit, and I really thought that this was the Friends with Benefit movie that I would have liked to have seen Justin Timberlake and Mia Kunis in.
It's the same movie. Pretty much.
It is, but I think they could have done this movie. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
this would have been a better Friends with Benefit for them.
I found Ashton Kutcher and the kid to have a pretty heartwarming little friendship or relationship or whatever. Kind of guidance. You could tell he was trying to... Yeah, I mean, okay, let's get it out there. The thing is, she gets into this school, and she's going to go to New York and go to school for a month, and I think it's to be...
A week.
A week.
A week.
It's just a week. A
Just a week.
literary agent. And she, at the
Yeah.
last minute, she's going to have to cancel because her kid gets... What did he
Good.
do?
The babysitter goes off to do a movie.
Yeah, the
She's
babysitter
an
goes off to do a
actress.
movie. And so Ashton Kutcher says, that's okay, I'll fly out there. I just finished up a job I'm doing, because he's like a freelance corporate person.
Marketing guy, yeah.
Corporate marketing guy. So he goes out to watch the kid.
Right.
That's the premise.
Because that's what best friends do.
And that is the premise. And she goes to this school, and Jesse Williams is this big author that she really likes. And they kind of have a little thing. And it's like a romance.
Yep.
Yep.
But-
That's the movie. We're not going to ruin anything else. Super solid performances, but I see what you're saying. I mean, come on now. We could put 1,000 actors in there and be serviceable.
Yeah. No, but that's where I was left at one point in this movie. My thought transgressed from what was happening on the screen to the thought of who would I replace them with?
Channing Tatum and Christina Aguilera. I mean, it works on so many levels with so many people.
I'm gonna have to chew on that one.
Anybody that is between the ages of 38 and 42.
Yeah.
That's still a big actor.
Yeah, I that's where I went though. I mean, I apologize to Ashton and Reese that I was just like, okay, who would play that role better? Who would take that role to the next level?
I didn't read that they were in college. I read that they were young people in LA.
Okay,
So they were like 27, 28.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that we're trying to
You're right.
pretend that they're not in their late 30s.
Well,
Right?
yeah, she's got a 13-year-old kid or something like that. So,
Yeah, so I figure there's...
but they look. I'm sorry, they do look older, which didn't take away from the storyline. I mean, they look their age in this movie.
Yeah, I mean...
They did. I mean, they look like
He's 44 and she's 46.
in real life.
Yeah, because I'm
Well,
40.
they look every bit of it.
I'm 43. So, I mean,
They looked every bit of it.
she graduated when I was a freshman.
Okay.
So, I thought she looked a little bit... Not that it's looks, whatever.
No.
I thought she looked a little younger than him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think, yeah, he's all natural, baby.
Well-
He's letting the wrinkles happen, and he's a pretty thin guy, so that your features are really...
Yeah. Well, it was really funny because when the movie opens up, there's this opening scene, and it's not really a spoiler, but you're looking from behind a couple on the couch making out pretty heavy, and in the background there's another couple walking out the door saying, "Thanks, we had a great night," but they're not hearing because they're making out, and it's Ashton and Reese,
But they're supposed to be
and Reese is
15 years younger.
right, but Reese is facing the camera, and Ashton's all you see is the back of his head in that shot. At first, I did not know who that girl was. I was like, "Oh my God, that was actually Reese." She looked great.
Yeah.
She pulled it off. They straightened her hair out. They did whatever, and they pulled it off. But you're right, Ashton.
It is funny, and I find myself asking questions like this. Who are going to be the people making these movies? Because it seems like there are, but there are not a lot of big movie stars between the age of 27 and 35, which are that's the prime rom-com thing.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good thought.
Timothy Chalamet's like 25. He's
Who's the
great.
next one?
But I'm saying Chalamet's not going to do those movies. He does like Dune. He
Yeah.
does art movies.
Right.
So like, I don't know.
I never thought about that other than the fact that, coming off of Shotgun Wedding with J-Lo and Josh and they're older, they're our age in that range.
And these people are
and
our
again,
age.
And then now, yeah. And here we got two rom-coms and, who is it? Who's the next? Who?
I don't think people that are in the age group of 25 to 35.
Yeah. Enjoy those movies.
Yeah. I find that most people in that age group enjoy horror movies and big blockbustery action movies and superhero movies.
Yeah.
And this is a movie that, because it's them, they probably got paid a bunch of money, and it was probably like, a $50 million budget, but like, I don't know, but it's
you bring up something really good there. Really, who's filling that void? I mean, am I going to be at 70 years old watching Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon doing the equivalent of another Your Place or Mine?
Well, I mean, I guess you could say like,
I mean, who's
you could
there?
have a Chris Hemsworth, but he's Thor, or is he still Thor, or is he done?
I don't know.
I mean, Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
But you know, like his brother Liam Hemsworth, I guess he's like 33 or 4.
Right.
I don't have any clue.
I don't. That's a good
They
question.
don't. They used to make me. I guess Zac Efron, but he's
Okay.
closing in on
40.
his late 30s.
Yeah, I was going to say he's closing in on 40.
That's crazy.
I mean, who are going to be the next Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan to pull us through? And Billy Crystal, those, all those romantic comedies that I grew up with. Harry Met Sally and You've Got Mail. All of those. Who are the next? Who are the next kids coming up to do those?
I have no clue. I guess the kids that are in like,
I mean,
I don't know.
We were talking about Rob Lowe the other week, and St. Elmo's Fire. Where's that generation of actors?
There's
a huge void.
There's a huge void for people in their 30s.
There is.
Like,
I mean, I never
about it.
thought about that.
Yeah.
I'm still watching people
that should not be playing those roles.
that I grew up with. You're
Yeah.
right. I mean,
I'm just saying it. This was barely believable that these two people were, in reality, I think they're probably playing it like they're 40.
right.
That is barely believable.
Yeah, it was. It was barely no question here.
But that's okay. I grabbed a hold of it and I ran with it, and it's good. But I don't know who's going to do it because they're all these people that we see that do these movies like Dog, like
Right.
Channing Tatum is 41.
Right.
Like all of my generation of actors that are all like in their late 30s to mid 40s. That's who is doing these movies.
Yeah.
But like I don't see younger, like early 30s, late 20s doing anything like this.
Yeah, I don't either. I never thought about that. Other than the fact I was just sitting, and look where I went. I went to a place where, Justin Timberlake, he's
43. Ryan Gosling is 43.
Yeah.
They're my age.
Actually,
they're 42. They're a little bit younger.
But they can play a 30-something.
Yeah, they can play a 30.
Ashton Kutcher can't play a 30-something.
No, but Justin Timberlake and Ryan can both play 33.
Yeah.
They both look young.
Right. So,
Actually,
but who is that? That's a good question, because here I am. I'm trying to figure out who I would replace Ashton and Reese with. But I'm drawing from still my generation of actors. Well, I said Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis, which I thought they would have been better in this than they were in Friends with Benefit. But anyway, you're right. That's a huge problem.
I'm looking up popular actors in their 30s.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, ready.
Robert Pattinson, Daniel Radcliffe, Zac Efron, Will Poulter, Orlando Bloom's in his 40s, Henry Cavill, Michael B. Jordan, Nick Jonas.
All right, Henry Cavill. He could have done this. He could have been. I like him.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think he's real stiff. Not into it. He's 39, by the way. So
he's on the edge.
Andrew Garfield, 39.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, 36. I love Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Creed 3. Efron is 35. Nick Jonas, who I did enjoy in the few times I've seen him act.
Yeah.
He's
what
pretty
was
good.
it? We just saw something with him in it, didn't we? Trying to remember. He was great. What?
Jumanji 2?
No.
This dude, do you know Dylan O'Brien?
No.
He's great. He did a movie called Love and Monsters.
Uh-huh.
He is exactly who should do movies like this.
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, I want to see those two. I want to
Okay.
see those two, except Jenna Ortega's like 24. She needs to age up a little.
Well, yeah, she's a little young, but, I could see her being the next Meg Ryan or a generational Meg Ryan type.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a really good question because we grew up, or at least I grew up, and there was just a stable of these actors that were at or just above my age range. Rob Lowe and the whole, Brat Pack there, Emilio and Kiefer and Charlie Sheen and
Lou Diamond Phillips. I think it's just his birthday.
Oh, but there's just none of Demi Moore on the girls' side. Demi Moore and Meg Ryan, as I've said.
Not to get us off on that side tangent, but sorry.
It's a very important thing because Your Place or Mine could have been cast or should have been cast with somebody that's not in their late 40s. I mean, that's just, let's be honest. I mean, it would have been refreshing to see somebody in that role.
Yeah.
That's new, fresh, So, and that's probably why I was sitting there going, why am I looking at Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon playing a relatively young couple in love? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm 55. I'm married, and I'm still in love, but I'm in a different kind of love at this point. I mean, it's committed love or whatever you want to call it. I don't need to be seeing that. Anyway, all right. I thought the story was good.
Yeah.
Again, a fresh take on a romantic comedy, and I thought the acting was great in it. Zoe Chao, I don't know, but she was kind of,
she's not your thing.
Well, it's just like when she came into a scene, it was like it was almost overacting, and I can understand it. I mean, she's working with Reese. I mean, every scene she's in, she's with Reese, and I'm sure there was a little competitiveness there. I'm not saying her acting was bad. It's just that it was obvious. How about that?
Yeah, performative.
Yeah. But good story, good acting. There's no downside to this movie. It's entertaining. It's cute.
Of course it is, because the person that wrote and directed it did 27 dresses that I will go to my grave as saying is one of the best rom-coms ever.
All right. Well, my wife would probably agree with you on that.
And she did Devil Wears Prada, which is a great movie.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an incredible movie. That's not a great movie. That's an incredible movie.
This is just a well-made, very normal romantic comedy.
Yeah.
And it's very entertaining. Tig Notaro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tig Notaro, she's funny.
She's great.
She's really funny. I enjoyed everybody's performance. The little kid is cute, and you feel for him.
Yeah.
Because he's a little goofy.
I thought he did a great job.
He did a killer job.
Everybody did. He had a load on him, too. I mean, that was a big acting role for somebody so little.
Yeah, and Steve Zahn.
Steve.
I love him.
Heck, you not. I mean, he plays the quirkiest guy the best.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's really that quirky in real life.
I don't think so.
Because, that role seems very natural for him. We just saw him in something else, too. Anyway, I'm a watch it. You won't be disappointed. I mean, if you're my age, which is in your 50s, and you're married and the kids are all gone, get your wife, get on the couch, get some popcorn. She'll appreciate it.
My fiance and I enjoyed it, and we are in our...
In your 40s.
Well, I'm in my 40s.
Okay.
She's a little younger than me.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah. There's just nothing bad to say about it.
No.
There's nothing bad to say about it. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. No, it was a great story.
There's also not that much interesting to say about it. It's almost better for the show when we both don't like something, or one of us likes it and the other one doesn't.
But there was nothing to really get excited about, but there was nothing to get upset about. I mean, it was straightforward, cookie cutter, boom, 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 romantic comedy.
Yes.
It was. I mean, they're just, they're nothing, there was no magic potion that shows up and you're going,
yeah, there was no shocker in this.
No, there was nothing.
The whole time you're like, come on, everybody knows that you two should be dating.
Yeah, the question, yeah, exactly. So, anyway. Yeah. All right. Well, we've seen in the last month three rom-coms. Your Place or Mine, Shotgun Wedding, and You Guys. So
wait, which one was You Guys?
Or You People.
You
I'm sorry,
People.
You People.
You People.
My bad.
This one is my favorite of those three movies. You like Shotgun Wedding so much.
I think I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, this is. I think in order,
You know what?
it's
Josh would have been great in this.
Oh, he would have been, but again, he's 47.
Yeah, but so it's Ashton Kutcher, so what's the big deal?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm swapping somebody out, I mean...
Yeah, but Josh Duhamel, he's not dyeing his gray hair anymore. He's just like rolling. he's like, I'm a hot 50-year-old.
Oh, who's the guy? Comedian. Oh, I'll forget it. I honestly, brain fart.
Good one.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be editing this.
Yeah, I might not. It's what happens when you turn 50, and
I get them all the time.
They do too. They being our listeners.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. I'm there. I like this better than Shotgun Wedding. I definitely liked it better than You People. And so we've done nothing but progressively improved with the rom-coms. But anyway, but I think Shotgun Wedding, to be honest, would have been better than this movie.
If J-Lo hadn't been in it?
Yeah.
I kind of agree with you.
I mean, seriously.
What was it? What's her name? Jessica Alba in J-Lo's role.
Oh, yeah.
Would have been great.
I think you could take any female, anybody but J-Lo would have made that movie better. I hate to be so blunt.
You hate J-Lo's acting.
I just, in this movie, it was horrible. It was so forced. And there was that one scene where she texts him on the morning of the actual wedding, and everybody's down there sitting in their chairs on the beach, and she's complaining to him that she didn't have any input into her wedding. On the morning of the wedding. That was the dumbest scene, I think. I mean, it will go down in one of the dumbest scenes of movies for me. But anyway, yeah, anybody but J-Lo would have made that movie better, which would have made that movie better than this one. But because of J-Lo, Your Place or Mine edges it out. So
what do you give it?
I'm going to give this a 78. I am. I'm going to get it a 78.
I'm going to get it 83.
83. Okay.
These are pro scores. We're giving them pro scores.
Yeah, I mean...
But also you have to give it the score within the genre it's in. So to me, this is pretty much a hardcore, a strong B.
Yeah, well, all right. I'll let you have that. But I think it was a 78 overall.
Okay.
78. Yeah.
All right.
Woo. No. It was okay. You know, I don't feel like I wasted the 1 hour and 51 minutes of runtime.
No.
I don't.
And it also didn't feel that long.
No, it didn't.
It moved pretty quick.
It did move pretty quick. But, you know, there you go. All right. Ted, you got anything else?
No, I mean, that's about it. That one, we're going to pick some real interesting ones for next week.
Yeah, I'm ready. I got to get away from the romantic comedy.
Yeah, we're not doing rom-coms.
I think we're coming due. We're coming due for an update on Last of Us.
I think we could do that because we'll have had 3 more episodes at that point.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would love to talk about that.
Awesome. All right, guys, we really appreciate everybody tuning into the show. And don't forget, we do the video version on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Go and like the Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. But anyway, thanks again. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted.
And you've been listening to Streaming Without a Paddle.